Hi, everyone. I thought I'd share what I found. Um, there's a lot of things going on with transgender things. And I don't personally have a problem with people if they're gay. I have a lot of gay friends. But I am a little concerned with all the toxins and things like that are being put in uh, through our food and pesticides that are being used that are actually toxic poisons, and they're disrupting our endocrine systems. Um, the toxins in the food and the chemical fertilizers, the GMOs, and then on top of that, we have uh, fluoride, which is in our public water supply, and it's a toxic poison. They used to use it to kill rats. All of this is really concerning because it hurts our bodies. It's making us sick. So I'm going to share some pages to show what uh, is the science behind all of this and how we need to take a look at it and demand all these things get taken out of our uh, food and water. So here is from Sustainable Pulse. It's a new article, April 7th. Glysophate hacks hormones of baby girls after exposure in the womb. New groundbreaking pilot study. A group of international scientists from the US and EU have released a peer-reviewed pilot study that suggests the enogenital distance of baby girls is becoming more male typical due to their mothers being exposed to glyphosate when they are in the womb. The study was published on Monday in a well-respected Elsevier peer-reviewed journal. Environmental pollution is a major breakthrough in our understanding of glyphosate as a hormone hacker, endocrine disruptor. So I'll leave the link to this article under the video. You can look at it. Highlighted by the professors, this new human study follows on from a peer-reviewed paper released in 2019 during the pilot phase of global glyphosate study, which showed that exposure to glyphosate-based herbicides in rats was also associated with androgen-like effects, including a statistically significant increase in androgenital distance in males and females, delay of the first estrus, and increased testosterone in females. As I said, I'll link the article. I have another article I want to share. I knew a long time ago what this did to in the Midwest with atrazine. And here I've just pulled it up. And there are a lot of things about it. They were finding frogs with both sexes. And you could see that this is a big problem as well. The Dirty Dozen endocrine disruptors, which are BPA, which is in our in the plastics. They've been putting out dioxin, which is on the paper towels, toilet paper, everything, and phthalates. Endocrine disruptors can play on our bodies, increasing production of certain hormones, decreasing production of others, limiting hormones, turning one hormone on into another, transferring with hormone signaling, telling cells to die prematurely, competing with essential nutrients, binding to essential hormones, accumulating in organs that produce hormones. So here's the list of what BPA does: early puberty, heart disease, obesity, uh, how to avoid it. It's in canned food. Dioxin uh, is when chlorine or bromine are burned in the presence of carbon and oxygen. Here's why the recent research has shown that exposure to low levels of dioxin in the womb in early life can both permanently affect sperm quality and lower the sperm count in men during their prime reproductive years. But that's not all. Dioxins are very long lived, build up in both the body and in the food chain, are powerful carcinogens, and can also affect the immune and reproductive systems. So they tell you how to also try to avoid this. Atrazine. What happens when you introduce highly toxic chemicals into nature and turn your back? For one thing, feminization of male frogs. That's right. Researchers found that exposure to even low levels of the herbicide atrazine can turn male frogs into females and produce completely viable eggs. Atrazine is widely used in the majority of corn crops in the United States, and consequently, it's a pervasive drinking water contaminant. Atrazine has been linked to breast tumors, delayed puberty, and prostate inflammation in animals. And some research has linked it to prostate cancer in people. And then it shows you how to try to avoid it. And phthalates. Did you know that a specific signal programs cells in our body to die? It's totally normal and healthy for 50 billion cells in your body to die every day. But studies have shown that chemicals called phthalates can trigger what's known as death-inducing signaling in testicular cells, making them die earlier than they should. Yep, that's cell death in your man parts. If that's not enough, studies have linked phthalates to hormone changes, lower sperm count, less mobile sperm, birth defects in male reproductive system, obesity, diabetes, and thyroid irregularities. So I'll link this page. I don't need to read more, but as you can see, there's a whole lot of problems with all these strange chemicals they have introduced and are pushing on society. Here's one of my favorite sites on toxic fluoride, where you can get all the studies and find out how to join them to, well, there you go. I don't really want to. There you go, sensory. Let me see if I can pull this site up. Uh-oh. I wonder why they're not letting me go there. Well, it's called fluoridealert.org. I'm going to try yet again. I'm sorry if this is tedious for you guys, who want to watch the video. You could speed it up. But I would highly recommend, this is the site I recommend, fluoridealert.org, to everyone, because you could go and see all the studies. Here it is. Okay, fluoridealert.org. Protect kids' brains from fluoride, the most damaging environmental pollutant of the Cold War. Hitler used this in the camps. This makes people docile. It calcifies the pineal gland. It's medicating. Look at Europe. 97% of Western Europe has rejected water fluoridation. 64 studies have linked fluoride with reduced IQ in children. Excessive fluoride exposure can cause osteoarthritis. Why are people getting so sick? You've got to ask yourself. And you can go in and you can see what types of diseases drinking fluoride. I don't care if you change your toothpaste. If you're cooking with tap water, it's got fluoride in it. If you're eating out, it's got fluoride in it. Out. I mean, I'm always bringing, you have to use everything you do. You have to use clean water that doesn't have fluoride in it. Health effects of fluoride. I mean, let's just go over some of these. You know, there's long lists. Okay, here you go. Arthritis, gastrointestinal, bone fractures, hypersensitivity, brain effects, IQ studies, mother-offspring studies, kidney disease, cancer, male fertility, cardiovascular disease, pineal gland, diabetes, skeletal fluorosis, endocrine disruption, thyroid disease, acute toxicity. And you can click on any of these, you know, cancer, here you go. Go here, let's go here. And then you could see the science. And you can read all these reports on what fluoride does. And we're getting all of this via the counties that allowed this toxic fluoride into our water systems. And by the way, you can use clean distilled water, clean filtered water, but when you take a bath, that's going into your skin. It absorbs through your skin, and then you get it that way too. So what are we going to do? We're not going to take baths. I mean, I used to go to all this trouble to try to get to use filtered water to rinse and take the quickest showers I could take because I didn't want to soak up any toxic fluoride. So that's some things, and especially with this whole sex change situation that's going on in the media. And then, but this is the cause behind it, part of it. The other part is, I won't go into it, but you know, I think it's a satanic situation that they're pushing, but then they have the chemicals behind it. All right, I'll link these sites under the videos, and I hope they're helpful. Thank you, everybody.